Now from the Amex. Fabian, thank you so much and congratulations. What a fantastic second half performance in particular from your team.
Thanks a lot.
So tell us a little bit about the changes that you made in terms of the tactics at half-time, the substitution that you made, and then even bringing the players on later in the game.
Yeah, I think when we look back, this is the first half, we missed being ruthless, we missed the intensity, we missed like in possession being more patient, to play more like in the wide, come back, go to the other side, and then open a gap like this. We played too many vertical balls, and exactly that was the message in the halftime. So stay more patient in ball possession, play with more intensity out of ball possession, be more ruthless, especially in personal duels, and I think exactly that's what I showed the second half. And of course the subs made also a big impact on the game with Carlos, with João, Matt. It's always great to have a big squad. It's always great to have subs who might be like the game changer and a match winner, and I'm really happy to have them.
Yeah, it's all about having, as you say, depth of squad and great subs, but it's also about using them at the right moment and in the right way. You've now beaten Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham at the Amex. How much do you, as a coach, enjoy these occasions, enjoy pitting your coaching skills against the very best managers?
Of course, it's something special, but in the end, I have to be honest, every game is a real challenge in the Premier League, and every coach has a clear style of play, and it's very challenging for me to compete with all of them. And in the end, of course, Manchester City is one of the best teams in the world. Pep Guardiola, one of the best coaches in the world. But the victory against them also only give 3 points. And that's why it's so important to be happy, to be proud, to gain self-confidence out of these victories. But it's so important also to stay humble, to stay grounded, to keep on working, because we are still in the process. And last week I said after the game that failure is part of the process, and being successful is not an easy procedure. So we have to keep going, we have to keep pushing, keep working, and then let's see how it's going.
Fabian, Jamie Redknapp, congratulations. Huge win for you today. I know, don't smile yet, I'm not going to talk about the paddle just yet. Matt O'Reilly was talking to us, and he said one of the things that you told him, one of the details that you wanted, just to make sure he got in that right pocket, you changed it to 1-6 with Belieber, and then you played the 2 slightly higher. That was obviously a brave move. How pleased, obviously, well, 2 questions. One for Matt O'Reilly, considering the injury he had, but also that impact of playing with 2 8s.
Yeah, it had an impact for sure. So in the end, it was exactly the gaps we wanted to attack. But obviously, or I have to be also like very honest, the players have like also individual quality. So they have the feeling, they have the timing for the space. They know exactly when to attack the space. And Matt did it excellent in the scene. But when you follow his former club's situation and actions, he had also at Celtic exactly these moments. So it's also a little bit the individual quality from the players, and I'm really happy for him to come back strong after a really hard period of time for him. But what was so special, especially for him, is like staying so positive during the rehab. I think he suffered a lot, but he always kept his head up. He always was positive, and now he gets what he deserves today.
Fabian, there was a comeback for Matt O'Reilly, there was a comeback for Brighton today, but was the biggest one of the week the comeback in the paddle?
I think Jamie has to talk more about this. So I
Fabian,
stay always humble.
You're breaking up. I can't quite hear you. The line's gone, Fabian. The line's gone.
Jamie, just explain what happened. So you played paddle against Fabian.
Went down to the seaside to see Fabian and Bobby Zamora.
And Paul Barber was on
Fabian's
team.
We had a nice 2v2, and Bobby and I were winning 6-1. We were very comfortable, probably a little bit like Manchester City today. And then Fabian decided to switch it up. He bought his own racket as well. And, yeah, he turned on the style, and we unfortunately ended up losing from somehow. But that's what he does. He changes not just paddle matches, he changes football matches.
Yeah, that's probably the more important of all the different.
And he was very happy after as well, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you were.
It was also a big win, to be honest.
You've got to enjoy all the wins, Fabian, all the wins. Look, you find yourself inside the top four as things stand at the moment. And yes, there are more games to come this weekend. What are your ambitions for Brighton this season?
I think I said it in the beginning of the season. So, with the potential of the squad, with the belief from our responsible persons, Tony Bloom, Paul Barber, David Weir, with the support from our loyal supporters, I think we can play a season to remember. We can challenge the establishment, and I think for me it's so important to have ambitions and to have clear goals in your life. Of course, we don't mention them in the public, but in the end, it's so important to know it for yourself, because goals and clear visions always makes yourself like a promise to never give up and give you a clear orientation where we want to go. And I think that's so important in life. And let's see what happens.
Fabian, pleasure talking to you. Jamie's still going to be asking for a rematch for a long time.
I've spoken to Sky, they pay-per-view. Everyone wants to see the rematch, so we've got to get it on, Fabian. I'm going to bring my own racket.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm looking forward.
Good
yeah,
man.
sounds like you might need to take more than your own racket.
Oh, no, I think so too.
Fabian, thank you very much. Real pleasure talking to you.
Thanks. See you. Bye-bye.
السلام عليكم ومرحبا في فيديو جديد وفي حلقة جديدة. في حلقة اليوم بالخصوص سوف نتكلم عن أرسنال وكذلك مباراته مع إنتر ميلان، المباراة التي خسر فيها أرسنال بنتيجة 1-0. إنتر ميلان المباراة بالمناسبة كانت في ملعب السان سيرو، الملعب التاريخي، الملعب الأسطوري. إنتر ميلان دخل بتشكيلته المعتادة 3-4-1-2 أو 3-5-2. تتحول في المباراة إلى 3-4-3 أو 3-4-1-2. تشكيلة المعتادة لإنتر ميلان. بينما أرسنال تشكيلته كذلك المعروفة 3-4-3. إذن أرسنال دخل في المباراة بشكل منحط قليلا وحذر نسبيا، بينما إنتر ميلان دخل ليأتي بالهدف الأول، لأن الهدف إذا سجل مبكرا سوف يسهل المباراة على إنتر ميلان. وهذا ما حدث في أواخر الشوط الأول بعد ركلة جزاء نفذها اللاعب كالهان أوغلو بنجاح، لينتهي الشوط الأول بنتيجة 1-0. أما في الشوط الثاني فأرسنال قام بالعديد من المحاولات وضيع الكثير من المحاولات التي كانت من الممكن أن تحول إلى أهداف، خاصة اللاعب هافرتز الذي ضيع تقريبا 3 كرات جانبت الكرة الأولى جانبت العارضة، والكرة الثانية والثالثة تصدى لها الحارس سومر. إذن أرسنال خسر هذه المباراة، وعلامة استفهام على أرسنال آخر المباريات، خاصة في الدوري بعد التعثر، وكذلك الآن في دوري أبطال أوروبا وخسارة جديدة. أرسنال علامة استفهام. أرسنال بحاجة إلى لاعب رقم 9 سترايكر، وكذلك بحاجة إلى جناح أيسر، وكذلك بحاجة إلى العودة السريعة لأوديغارد. إذن هذا ما كان في حلقة اليوم. لا تنسوا اللايك والاشتراك، وإلى اللقاء.